I will play Knife Party very shortly. But first, it's time for the next instalment of Secret Teacher. We started this a few weeks ago, so it's the autumn term, and a lot of people started school for the first time, but we know about that. But what I wanted to do was shine a light on the teachers who walk into their first job, because starting a new job is terrifying, whatever you do. But a teacher's quite a public job to do, because you're being judged immediately by all the people on your first day. All the kids are judging you. So what we want to do is tap into the psyche of a brand new teacher starting at a new school, because we don't really know what the inner circle of the teacherhood is like. It is the teacherhood. So we scoured the land, and with a bit of persuasion we found a teacher who's willing to share with you exactly how they feel during their first year as a qualified teacher, an NQT. So over the coming weeks, we will learn lots about this person, and we have done already. So far, on Secret Teacher, many things have happened, including the class has been late for assembly, as one of the pupils, Harry, got his finger stuck in the gas tap. Miss Perfect, we found out, is her nemesis. That's the other new teacher who started, who never puts her foot wrong. She's so perfect all the time. Also, the class erupted one week in laughter when the teacher went to write on the board and revealed massive sweat patches. Our teacher discovered one of the pupils' mums was a gladiator in the 90s and is now terrified about future parents' evenings. And last week, she farted and blamed it on a pupil. So what the hell's going to happen on this week's Secret Teacher? It's week 5 and it's on.
Today made me realise why I've chosen to work with children, not adults. It is safe to say that my fellow New Start teacher, Miss Perfect, is the most annoying woman I have ever met. Ever.
Here we go. Here we go. The hatred begins.
It was a school trip today to a local museum, and Miss Perfect and I took a group of Year 9s to do some research for their coursework.
That seems pretty standard. That seems like a nice idea. Everyone loves a field trip, don't they?
After spending the entire coach journey listening to her stories about teaching being her natural calling, I was actually looking forward to talking about X Factor with my Year 9.
See, that's a cool teacher. That's what you want. We mentioned this last week with Miranda Hart, and you've got to find that one thing that you can distract your teacher with at school. So whatever football team they support, or whatever hobbies they like doing, always talk about that to avoid doing work. It's perfect.
I took one half and she took the other, and we agreed to meet up at the entrance at 2 p.m. Easy, I thought. But oh no.
Oh no.
Immediately, half of my kids ran off into the gift shop, and the other half scattered and disappeared. Only one child remained, who was deathly pale and announced they were feeling sick.
Oh no, the ill kid. There's always the ill kid. There's always the ill kid on a school trip. Or the one who loses his passport. If you go abroad, there's always one. Where are you going, sir? I've got to go to the embassy with Andrew. He's lost his passport. That always happens, doesn't it?
After what felt like an hour of herding cattle into a shed, we made our way back to the meeting point. Miss Perfect had already arrived. Kids lined up in alphabetical order and worksheets all completed. I turned to look at my group, who had lost their booklets and were twitching from too much sugar consumed from the gift shop.
I would be friends with Secret Teacher, I think.
To top this off, as if on cue, deathly pale kid had thrown up all over herself and was crying.
It's a good day to be the Secret Teacher.
I cannot express how much I would have liked to kick Miss Perfect just then as she tilted her head and said with a tut, "Aww."
I got sent out of a lesson once for laughing at someone being sick. I was very little, it was primary school. And this kid, we were watching one of those educational videos on a massive old brown telly. You know that brown telly's there at school? The speakers are always, "Oh, it's distorted, like this." Terrible. There's loads of people in this room. This little kid just went, "Bleh." And I stood up and went, "Ah, oh my God, gross, And the teacher went, "Gregory, get out!" I went, It was disgusting though.
Rule 8. School trips are hell and require bribery tactics. promise the kids confectionery at the end of the day to guarantee good behaviour whilst in public. They can ride their sugar high in their own time.
Wow. Looking after the nation's youth. Wow. That was week 5 of Secret Teacher.